A character planted in the audience that you'd never expect to be on the payroll. And when she plays her big scene, she creates more heat than you could ever imagine. Can you pick out the plant? It couldn't be this sweet old lady. How's that for pile driving, Miss Daisy?
My best way to generate heat from an audience is just my arrogance walking down to the ring. I think there's a little part of acting to it.
Now here's the secret. She's a stunt granny. And every night she puts on her pads and takes a fall. The two guys behind her are also plants who keep her from getting hurt. But does Granny really hate the wrestlers? Hardly. Still to come, one of these props is not a fake. Can you spot the one that's real? Is it the trophy to the skull, the salt in the eyes, or is it the folding chair across the back? Plus, it looks like this wrestler's getting pile-drived into the mat, but he doesn't feel a thing. How do they do it? But first, another of wrestling's fabulous fakes, the backdrop. Watch as Colossus lifts Slither high into the air and slams him into the mat. But you don't see Slither struggling to get free, do you? That's because there's a secret to how it's done. Actually, the higher up he is, the more time Slither has to prepare for a safe landing. How he lands is critical and determines whether he rides home in a stretched limo or stretched out in an ambulance. To achieve maximum height, Slither pushes off Colossus's shoulders and vaults himself into the air. He then extends his arms, creating as much surface area as possible to cushion the fall. The impact is absorbed by his feet and shoulders, and not by his spine. Stay tuned for more secrets.
You can bet if you see someone with a trophy or a chair, you just know there's going to be some trouble.
No Hollywood movie set would be complete without its elaborate props. And no wrestling ring would be complete without them either.
That's it! That's it! What are you doing? Hey, freak!
When a wrestler's pretty girlfriend brings a trophy into the ring, you just know it's going to be smashed over someone's head. But taking a solid metal trophy to the skull, night after night, is a risk even these macho men aren't willing to take. Here's the secret. A prop trophy that's cut in half, then glued back together, is guaranteed to break on cue. Each and every time. One of the oldest tricks in the book is the salt in the eyes routine, where a wrestler throws a handful of salt into the face of his opponent. Aside from the danger posed by throwing real salt into someone's eyes, it's hard to see. So what's the secret?
Salt is not actually salt. It would usually be weightlifter's chalk or talcum powder or baby powder because it makes a cloud that you can see even up in the balcony.
But there are still more props in the wrestler's bag of tricks.
Those chairs aren't fake. I mean, you get hit with it, you get hit.
So how does a wrestler take a solid steel chair to the head and live to tell about it? There's a secret to that, too.
The chair is absolutely positively real. When someone takes a chair shot, the chair bends.
It makes a lot of noise, but it really doesn't do that much damage. If you hit the person across the broad of the back and he instinctively grabs the back of his head, the illusion of the crowd will be you just whacked him up the back of the head with a chair.
Notice how wrestlers always take time to fold the chair. It's not because neatness counts, it's part of the secret. First, he makes the chair as flat as possible. Then, he smashes the back of the chair into the beefiest part of his opponent's shoulder, where it won't hurt him. The victim quickly grabs his head in pain, and the audience assumes he's been whacked in the skull. But we know better. Now that you know the secrets of the folding chairs, let's check out the tables. They gotta be fake, right? Wrong. The tables are real too.
It hurts. There's nothing fake about going through a table. I mean, nothing whatsoever.
As Colossus and Brute Force battle it out ringside, they're really just setting up another scam. Let's see what they've got in mind. Just when it looks like Brute Force has gotten the upper hand, Colossus spins his opponent around and sends him flying. But if the table is real, how do they avoid injury? Here's the secret. The underside of the table hasn't been sawed through like you might expect. It's made of lightweight particle board, which is nothing more than pressed sawdust.
A regular standard 8-foot table made out of particle board is broken with about, 200-300 pounds pressure coming down on top of it.
We'd like to put them through right dead center. Put them right dead center, this way you know it's going to break.
The idea is to hit the table in the middle, at its weakest point. It's simple physics. Since the table is softer than the concrete floor, it breaks the wrestler's fall. But it sure looks dangerous to the fans, because they don't know the secrets. When we return, our wrestlers confess their darkest secrets, how they pull off their most devastating moves. The bulldog headlock, the leg drop, the backbreaker. It may look like they're killing each other, but looks can be deceiving. Plus, the truth behind wrestling's biggest and bloodiest secret. But first, another one of wrestling's fabulous fakes, the flying body block. When wrestlers fly out of the ring, the crowd goes wild. But this move could result in serious injury if there wasn't a secret. Here's how they do it. Skullduggery knows exactly when Slither will be winging his way toward him. So he's waiting with open arms to catch him and break his fall. Just another happy landing when you know the secret. Stay tuned for more secrets.